everyone. If you are new and you have seen this for the first time, my name is Carol. I send messages out for the Lord. This is a faith channel that is basically sending out encouragement for the Lord and prophecies. So I have a word from the Lord to share that if you have been going through a tough time and your faith is being tested, it's because we're all being tested. Like God is looking upon all our hearts. And the Lord wants me to share the story of how He anointed David. When God anointed David, He sent Samuel when Saul was not king anymore. So the Lord sent Samuel to go and anoint a king with the sons of Jesse from Bethlehem. And this is in the word of 1 Samuel 16. And I will read it to you. I will read it to you because there's one specific part that the Lord wants me to highlight to you at this time where your faith is being tested and you feel like giving up and you feel like, Lord, when is my turn, Father? When am I going to share my testimony? When are you going to move me? When am I getting married? When am I getting a car? When am I getting a house? What are the things that you have shown me? Okay, Samuel 16. Now the Lord said to Samuel, how long will you mourn for Saul, seeing that I rejected him from reigning over Israel? Fill your horn with oil and go. I'm sending you to Jesse, the Bethlehemite, for I have provided myself a king among his sons. And Samuel said, how can I go? If Saul hears it, he will kill me. But the Lord said, take a heifer with you and say, I have come to sacrifice to the Lord. Then invite Jesse to the sacrifice, and I will show you what you shall do. You shall anoint for me the one I name to you. So Samuel did what the Lord said and went to Bethlehem. And the elders of the town trembled at his coming and said, do you come peaceably? And he said peaceably, I have come to sacrifice to the Lord. Sanctify yourselves and come with me to the sacrifice. Then he consecrated Jesse and his sons and invited them to the sacrifice. So it was, when they came, he looked at Eliab and said, surely the Lord's anointed is before him. But the Lord said to Samuel, do not look at his appearance or his physical stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord does not see as man sees, for man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. And that is the one that the Lord wants me to highlight. At this time that your faith is being tested and your walk with the Lord is being tested, God is looking upon each and every one of our hearts. I'm not excluding myself in this. He's looking upon your hearts. Are your hearts truly for Him? Do you heed His voice? Are you truly being obedient because you love Him? Or are you doing things because you want something from Him? He is looking upon your heart. He's not looking at your outward appearance. He's not looking at things that you have done outside of His will, outside of His direction. Remember, do things that God has directed you Himself to do. Don't do things because you think that God would be happy when you do certain things, because God will ask you on Judgment Day, did I ask you to do those things? It wasn't from the Lord. If you're not sure about something, take it up with Him. He wants you to ask Him, Lord, is this message for me? Is this certain thing for me? I'm seeing a lot of videos about moving. I've been having dreams about moving. Lord, is this message for me? Is this my season to move? There's no harm in asking the Lord about those things. So I'm going to carry on. So Jesse called Abinab and made him pass before Samuel. And he said, "Neither has the Lord chosen this one." Then Jesse made Shammah pass by, and he said, "Neither has the Lord chosen this one." Thus Jesse made his 7 sons pass by Samuel, and Samuel said to Jesse, "The Lord has not chosen these." And Samuel said to Jesse, "Are all the young men here?" Then he said, "They are remaining yet the youngest, and there he is, keeping the sheep." And Samuel said to Jesse, "Send and bring him, for we will not sit down until he comes here." So he sent and brought him. Now he was ruddy and bright eyes and good looking. And the Lord said, "Arise, anoint him, for this is the one." Then Samuel took the horn of the oil and anointed him in the midst of his brothers. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel arose and went to Ramah. Another thing that God is highlighting to me is that you don't know the time or the day or the hour that your blessing will come, that your deliverance will come. So continually be in the presence of the Lord. Always have your oil with you, like the 5 wise virgins. David did not know that he was going to be anointed by the Lord that day. He was just being a herdsman. He was outside doing his thing. And I don't know if it's true or not, but that's when we used to write the Psalms, when he used to sit out there. I'm not quite sure if that's the truth. But you don't know when your day will come with the Lord will literally turn things around for you, and you'll walk in your promise, and you'll finally have a testimony that God did this for you. So have faith. Don't let the devil astray you from your narrow path that you are walking with Jesus, because that's his ultimate goal, to separate you and for you to give up. God is worth far more than those things, if you know what I mean. So keep the faith, guys. We're almost there. I know soon you guys are going to be sharing testimonies, and it's going to be like you never even waited. Stay blessed. I love you all.